Nakamura. If you look at the clock times, Aronian has the exact time he started with, 1:40:30. We're already 20 moves in. And the back of this game is like 5 moves. 20 moves into this game. These players just blitzed out the move with the delay, of course, the 30-second delay. They just kept playing move after move after move after move, not pausing to think for a bit. And only now, after Queen B1, is Nakamura started to use some time himself, having used about 4 minutes. But 20 moves in is a 40-move time control. So already halfway there, just an incredible start to the round. As you know that these players are desperate for a win, we should see an electrifying round as the game proceeds.
Thank you, Maurice. And also, another game, Jan versus Vision Games going on.
Well, that one is very intriguing, and what I wanted to mention, the game
MVL.
Yeah, we'll get there in just a second. What I wanted to mention was about this position in particular, because Levon Aronian is a seasoned veteran in this line. He actually played it a few months ago against Inarkiev, if I'm not mistaken. And in that particular game, Inarkiev responded with the move Queen to A6, and Levon Aronian had a nice game. Nakamura came with a novelty, and he was like, "I'm prepared for this. I'm going to play Queen to D8. This is my novelty, and I anticipated what you're going to do. I won the theoretical battle, and then we're going to see how we're going to do in the middle game." But after Bishop B takes C5, Knight D6, Castle, Knight C5, Queen to B1, this is the current position we have on the board, and it seems like Aronian was prepared for this. But let's go to Maurice and hear his insights on some of the key matchups of today.
Well, as we've noted, it is Hikaru Nakamura's birthday. He turns 30 today. But Levon Aronian is not treating him like the birthday boy he should be. He's playing to kill. After the move Rook to C8, he played this move F4, and boom goes the dynamite as he's going after this line, opening up the line, attacking the knight, takes, and now Nakamura having to figure out where to put his knight. So certainly a wild position. If you looked at this position, you'd think, what is White doing? I mean, his pawn structure looks terrible, and Black's position looks very solid indeed. But, of course, White has this advanced knight on D5, and he's looking to try to develop some energy in the position. But another position that just looks completely insane is this one. This position
in the Pacific Northwest, from Vancouver to BC to Seattle, it's a lot of friends and supporters in the Pacific Northwest area.
In that area, absolutely. And he's playing in the Pro Chess League team, the Seattle Sluggers, this year. After last year, he played for the Miami Champions.
Exactly. Sorry, Christian.
No, I was mentioning I was going to mention the Pro Chess League thing, but Jennifer definitely is very up to date.
Yeah.
All our brothers, the commissioner of the league. Can you take a look at our tournament leader, Fabiano Caruanas?
And I was trying to get as deep as possible. It doesn't look very happy for Black. At some point, it seems like what he will have to do is just sacrifice and hope he gets enough compensation in the ensuing endgame. So, for example, if you go knight to e6, the problem with knights is that you need outposts for them, as you were mentioning so many times yesterday. And the knight on e6 is always going to be subject to the attack of the pawn f5 with tempo, and then f6, and then I'm just going to blast open the structure in front of your king. I can start with a move such as knight f3, open up this very dangerous file for your queen. Now the question is, what are you going to do next? I'm already starting to have huge threats. If, let's say, you make a reinforcing move for knight on c5, now I go f5, knight to f8, f6, I'm threatening to take on g7, but most importantly, I'm threatening this check. Knight to e7, discovery check, and simply you cannot defend against it. This is just killing. Complete game over. So after knight to f3, you have to make awkward moves such as knight to d7, allow f5, f6 once again. This seems very, very unnatural, and also I can just simply snap a pawn from b7, which is critical to the assessment of this position. Queen takes b7 is always going to come, and you simply don't have time to play that reinforcing move b6 in most of the lines. If you do exchange one knight, the knight that always had problems on e6 being attacked with f5, so I think the natural course of action is to play knight to e4 and exchange one pair of knights. At least, of course, you're going to leave me with the powerhouse on d5, But you're going to have quite a strong knight on c5 as well.
Right.
A good defending, good blockading piece. So after knight to e4, rook takes e4.
Right.
Now, rook d1 is very critical because generally black's main response against this attack on the e file is to play f5 and reinforce the rook in the center on e4. The problem is that after rook takes e4, f takes e4, it's important that we have the rook on f1 so that we can support the expansion with the move f5, f6, and once again try to open up the king. Of course, this is a very, very difficult path to follow for black if he doesn't know exactly what he's doing, and it seems like Levon definitely knows what he's doing. I think he has 1 hour and 40 minutes on the clock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So huge time advantage. He's definitely still in his preparation. He's probably trying to remember right now absolutely all the lines that his seconds fed him before the round. And Nakamura is tanking right now. He's in deep trouble, and he knows it.
Wow. Intriguing. And one last look at the game of Beyond versus Vichy, our player in number 2 in the standings coming into this round. He's just played a very enterprising move. Once again, I thought the queen